Greetings. This is Doc Ock coming at you live and direct this evening from Black Facts Headquarters Central. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Yes, we didn't get started today till 1 hour late. Still trying to get our timing together on how long it takes us to do things around here, but we're getting there. We do have a full and complete presentation for you tonight, getting down to the real nitty gritty of exactly who are the Black Panthers. Who are the Black Panthers? What is their platform? What is it they are trying to do? What have they been trying to do since way back in 1966? So before we go there, let's go ahead and do the number one. Let us remind you that if you have not already, please go ahead and give us a like. If you're on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. And then go ahead and spread the word. Let it be heard far and wide across the land that Black Facts is here and we're making our stand. That's what has been planned. So now that we got that little bit out the way, we can go ahead and read our proverb for the night. Let's see what we got for tonight. Proverb for tonight is here goes one right here. You cannot shave a man's head in his absence. You cannot shave a man's head in his absence. Now that just seems to really just make sense. I don't even know why you have to have a proverb for that one. But such as it is, that is the proverb for tonight. You cannot shave a man's head in his absence. And that is a proverb from the country of Niger. Now, before we get on into the meat of our story tonight, we said we were going to read off the names of 8 more, well, actually, in this case, it's only 7 more individuals who were martyrs during the heart of the civil rights struggle, during the height of the civil rights struggle between 1955 and 1968, or in other words, the year when Martin Luther King was assassinated. And so we're going to say their names tonight. Ben Chester White, 67 years old when he was murdered on June 10, 1966. Clarence Triggs, 76, when he was murdered on July 30th, 1966. Warlest Jackson, 37, when he was murdered on February 27th, 1967. Benjamin Brown, 22, murdered on May 12, 1967. Samuel Hammond Jr., murdered at 18 years old, February 8, 1968. Delano Middleton, 17 years old, murdered on February 8, 1968. And Henry Smith, 19 years old, murdered on February 8, 1968. In addition to the 41 martyrs recognized by the Civil Rights Memorial in Montgomery, Alabama, there are another 74 names listed of people killed in the movement, whose names we will not read tonight. So, just because we read about these 41 does not mean these were the only ones who were murdered during the height of the civil rights struggle. There were many more who were murdered other than them, and probably there's even more than the 74 they just told us about. So, did I forget to do that? Okay, I forgot to switch over here. There we go, because I was supposed to let you see the page. Okay, so you see the last 7 down there at the bottom of the page. And I know that my graphics are coming out on the fuzzy side. I realize that. two things about that. Number one is that I haven't figured out how to clear them up. And number two is that as long as they're fuzzy, it's hard for anybody to complain about copyright infringement because the images are definitely second rate. They're not your top quality, high res images there. So, best thing for you to do if you really want to see the beauty of this book is to go ahead and get a copy for yourself. So that's the beauty of the whole thing. So that even though the images are not coming out like I like, they at least we can continue reading and not have to worry about this whole idea of copyright infringement coming down on us like a ton of bricks, because we would not like that. That would actually be bad. Okay. Now I'm going to try something else here. Let me see if I can do this here. See what happens when I do this. Nope. It's going to change it over there too. I tried that the other night and it did the same thing. So I guess that just happens all the time. So we're going to go ahead now and flip to where our story begins at tonight. And tonight our story begins right over, let me see here. Did I go too far? No. Story begins right about, wait a minute. Oh yeah, it goes a little bit further than that. Here we go. Coming right up to it here. Oops. Where'd the oh, and we're also going to read tonight. We're going to read the about this 10-point plan of the Black Panther Party. Now, the 10-point plan is probably the most important aspect of the Black Panther Party. And the reason I say that is because that 10-point plan actually gave them something to stand on. They were more than just some black dudes standing around on a street corner mouthing off to the police. They actually had some demands. They had a program. And everything else they did, all their other 60-odd programs plus, were based on the 10-point program. The 10-point program, what we want and what we believe. We're not going to read the whole thing because it's quite long and involved in, I know this is a bedtime program anyway, so the idea is to put you to sleep, but I didn't want to put you to sleep before we got to the end of our little piece here. So what we're going to do is we're going to read what is in the bold type, which is what they want, and we're going to skip what they believe until we get to the last point 10. So number 1, the Black Panther Party for self-defense. We want freedom. We want power to determine the destiny of our black community. Number 1. Number 2, we want full employment for our people. Number 3, we want an end to the robbery by the white man of our black community, period. Number 4, we want decent housing fit for shelter of human beings. Number 5, we want education for our people that exposes the true nature of this decadent American society. We want education that teaches us our true history and our role in the present day society. So they want a whole new type of education because the old educational system is not based on this. The educational system in play today is not based on that idea at all. Number 6, we want all black men to be exempt from military service. Number 7, we want an immediate end to police brutality and murder of black people. That's number 7, lucky number 7. Number 8, we want freedom for all black men held in federal, state, county, and city prisons and jails. Number 9, we want all black people, when brought to trial, to be tried in court by a jury of their peer group or people from their black communities as defined by the Constitution of the United States of America. Now, point number 10, the way Bobby Seale put it, is that this point here summarizes the whole 10-point platform or the whole 10-point program. We want land, bread, housing, education, clothing, justice, and peace. Because peace with no justice disgusts us. That's right. It's a very conservative principle. Peace means, oh, okay, I'm winning the game, and we're just going to end the game right here with me winning, as opposed to allowing the game to go on further where you might win or where somebody else might win. So that's peace with no justice. Peace with justice says, no, we play the whole game out all the way to the end, and we'll see who wins in the end. So they're asking for justice and peace. Very important. Now, what comes after that is a direct quote from the U.S. Constitution, and I am going to read this part. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bonds which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of people to alter or abolish it and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its power in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. That's very crucial point. Most everybody stops right there at, you have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness without saying how you get it. You got to you got to continue on and continue reading that part to get to how do you get this happiness, okay? And how do you secure these rights? Prudence, indeed, will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes, and accordingly, all experience hath shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations pursuing invariably the same object invents a design to reduce them under absolute despotism. Despotism. That's the same as tyranny. That's the same as a dictatorship. That's the same as fascism. That's the same as a whole bunch of things that are evil in the world. It is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. That's where the Black Panther Party was coming from. This was their main objective, is everything I just said right there under point number 10. And that entire quote, I guarantee you, that entire quote comes directly from the U.S. Constitution. So all the Black Panthers were really asking for is for the U.S. government to do what they said they were going to do, because every single U.S. president gets up there and swears on a Bible that they are going to defend the Constitution. Well, that's part of the Constitution. This part right here, that's part of the Constitution. So what part of the Constitution are they defending? because they're not defending the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th Amendments, and they're sure not abiding by this particular part of the Constitution right here. So something is really wrong. Something is rotten, and it ain't in Denmark. It's more like it's in Oakland, Alameda County, Portage County, Summit County, Cuyahoga County, Ohio, the USA in general. It ain't just the South. It's the whole ball of wax. And the sickness that's here has spread to other countries as well, Canada included. Okay? We're not even going to get into Canada. We ain't going to jump on their case tonight. We're going to ease up on them. But we'll come back to Canada later. Yeah, we'll come back to Canada. In the meanwhile, we'll read you one more page from this, and then we'll top it off because we gave you a lot to think about there. I'm sure I must have put some of y'all chilling to sleep already, and maybe even some of you adults. But I advise the adults to go back, read the Black Panther Party 10-point program. I will do what I can to get it posted up online so you can actually read it for yourself. You don't have to take my word for it. It might take me a minute to get it up there to where I want it, but I will get it up there. Meanwhile, Bobby Seale and Huey Newton continue their discussion as they are writing the 10-point platform or the 10-point program. They finish up, and Bobby says to Huey, "This is good. I like how you summarized everything in the 10th point." Huey says, "Now we have a program to follow for our organization. All we need now is a power structure." And Bobby says, "A power structure? Huey, ain't nothing here but two of us. What power structure?" Huey says, "That don't matter. What do you want to be? Chairman or Minister of Defense? Pick one." Bobby says he don't care. He'll go either way. It don't matter to him. So Huey decides, well, Bobby, you can be the chairman and I'll be the Minister of Defense. On October 15, 1966, the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense was officially born. Just like that. Boom, shakalaka, as we like to say sometimes. And tomorrow night, we'll continue on, but we will be on time tomorrow night because tonight we had to get ready for this new section. We didn't realize, it never seems like it's going to, I thought I had a way to get it done quick, but the computer didn't want to cooperate with me, and I had to go, and I don't know, I had to do it. I might as well, a lot of the stuff I did, I might as well not even have done it because it didn't help me any when it got down to it. I could have just thrown all the stuff in there and organized it by hand. Next time, I think I'll do that. But in the meanwhile, we just like to say to you all, good night, sleep tight, don't let them bed bugs bite. And all you little children need to lay your little heads on your little pillows, close those your eyes, and wait for that sun to rise. And when you feel those sunbeams beaming down on your eyes, that's when you know it's time to rise and shine, oh children of mine. And in the meanwhile, parents, it's up to you to go ahead and do your due diligence by giving us a like if you're watching on Facebook. Give us a thumbs up if you're watching on the tube, which is where you should be. Otherwise, you're going to feel like a boob because you missed what we were showing on the tube, which is all the graphics. And last but not least, go ahead and become a sustaining member of the Black Facts family. It's easy to do. Go to the website, blakfacts.org is where you'll find me, and a donation link at the top of the page. Or you can do it on Facebook. If you're looking on your phone, go to your notifications and you'll see a drop-down list. Within that list, you'll see Black Facts listed, where you can make a donation to us. And then the third way you can do it is if you're looking on your computer, you can just go to the bottom of any one of our live streams and you'll see a donation button there, or even easier yet, on the phone or the computer, you can click on our profile image. Click on our profile picture, and when you click that on, you'll see a link pop up to make a donation. Okay, that's something new we just added there over the last few days. Let me know if that's not working. If that's not working and you have any problems with it, let me know. Message me through Facebook or message me on YouTube, but do get in touch. Let me know if it's not working. As far as I know, everything is working. So in the meanwhile, we're going to be out. We will be back tomorrow at noon, continuing the story of Malcolm X from his mouth to your ear. Tune on up at 12 o'clock and you will hear the words of Malcolm, about the life of Malcolm in his own words. All right? Other than that, peace out, without a doubt, and justice. Peace with justice, because anything less than that, as you already know, totally disgusts us.